Hey y'all, I got Lawson's Hopzilla double IPA. So this one is actually from Vermont, not brewed in Connecticut at Two Roads like Sip of Sunshine is and Super Session. And I think this is supposed to be more of an old-fashioned, big in-your-face, bitter, and kind of malty double IPA, as opposed to Sip of Sunshine. It's more of the, I guess, New England style. The old-fashioned New England style. It's not that hazy, but still pretty like mildly bitter and tropical fruit forward. They don't say what hops they use in this one, but it's probably a lot of old-fashioned sea hops. Never had it before. This is 8.7% alcohol, and it was canned August 26th. So that was a little over 2 weeks ago. So very fresh. Not sure if I'm gonna really like this one. Sometimes I'm in the mood for an more old-fashioned bitter double IPA, and that looks really nice though. You can see the beautiful stream of bubbles coming up in the middle there. Very nice tiny bubbles. Pretty good looking head. Little bubbles, big bubbles, a well constructed beer, at least from the way it looks. Ah, yes, and that is somewhat of a portal back, like 10 years. It's a little citrusy and resinous, but it's got a lot of like kind of purple drink, almost fake grape aroma. I think that's from the use of some crystal malts in here. It's a little bit amber, but not that dark. Pretty pale, paler than I guess I was expecting. And there's teeny little particulates in there. Not really creating a haze though. It's really perfumey. I guess it's grapefruity. A lot of grapefruit peel notes, for grapefruit zest. It doesn't exactly smell juicy. Well, let's see. Oh yeah. On the tongue, it has a pretty nice feel. It's almost silky, not super duper full because it's not a hazy juice bomb. And then right when I swallow, I notice the bitterness. There is some good bitterness in here. It's not tongue scraping, unpalatable bitterness, at least at first, but it's lingering. It's probably up in the, I don't know, close to 100 IBUs maybe or something like that. But then, along with the bitterness, there's like a candy flavor, like I don't know, it's a generic hard candy flavor, kind of like berry, kind of purple drink, but the beer's not very sweet, just enough to make it handle the bitterness. But I don't like beers that are really sweet and really bitter. Those often are like just a mess to me. That's like the old-fashioned stone type double IPAs and things. Those I'm not a fan of. You can watch my review of this regular stone IPA from a couple of years ago, where I just couldn't even drink it because it was just so unpleasant to me. This one is pretty good, but after a few sips, it's probably going to be pretty bitter, and I'm breathing not quite fire, but there's a little bit of heat and intensity coming out of my nose when I exhale. But it's a very good old-fashioned double IPA. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Pliny the Elder. It's definitely along the lines of that one. This one, I guess, it's a little bit bigger, a little bit more bitter, but it does have some sticky, resinous qualities along with citrusy qualities. But the main thing is they both have a really nice mouthfeel. They're very clear and not too sweet, but it's kind of silky on the tongue. So that feel kind of softens the bitter punch and booze. I'm not really smelling and tasting booze exactly, but it's warming up my palate and my nose and everything. No No throat burn or anything. You can see you've got some nice lacing in the glass, but it's pretty well done. It's hard for me to rate this beer because it's not exactly my style. I wonder if 10 years ago I would have thought this was like the greatest thing ever. I don't think my palate was quite as refined back then. I kind of just liked any IPA that wasn't, you know, ultra old, whereas I would be confused and be like, why is this so bad? I didn't know about, most people don't know about freshness, I guess, when they start first getting into IPAs, but maybe these days they do because freshness is an obsession. Well, this one probably, this deserves over a 4. I think on Untappd it has like a 4.17. I'd probably agree with that. A lot of breweries who are still making this old-fashioned style, I'm sure, you know, aren't doing as good a job of it as Lawson's is. And this is one of the few breweries that really cares about making this thing, the style well in New England. But I wouldn't recommend this beer if you like Sip of Sunshine that much. I mean, maybe. Sip of Sunshine, of course, is not super duper hazy and juicy like what's more popular these days. But it does have a bitter bite. I'm finding it palatable still, though. Definitely going to be able to finish this can. So, well done. That's it.